Welcome everyone to the live stream here on lichess and Twitch. I'm your host, International Master William Pascal. Move 11, Astrobate. I saw Sacred Knight. We've got 10 players already in the event. We're hosting a rapid tournament. Welcome to you guys. The founder, one of the founders, Move 11 is in the house. Of course, Astrobate, our VIP. Thanks to all of you for joining this tournament. I'm going to put the link in the stream. Copy and paste. Hello, everybody. We're hosting a seven round rapid tournament. 7+3 time control, unrated, casual. That is. 11 minutes till start time. So far, Sparkle Horse. That is me. Scared Knight. Mahar. Game is on. Kolki. Mr. Slow. JNS. Astrobate VIP. Renate and Sumo Mitra. Snuggles the Snail. The Watcher. Frog Watcher. The OS Frog. Alright, Snuggles, thank you for joining us. Every time we come on, Snuggles is always here. Very faithful follower of the stream. Got another player joining. Now, who is that? Scared Knight jumped in the tournament. Did see him in the list there. So we have 11 players, 10 minutes to go to start time. So the candidates tournament is finished today. On another subject, before we get started in our own tournament. Candidates tournament finished. Regardless of the last games, we will see a new challenger for the World Chess Championship. Super smart chess player, Princess Chess. I don't know why I want to cough. Princess Chess 6-4. Welcome everybody. Alright, we just get loosened up for this rapid tournament. Welcome everyone. I don't know, I have this desire to cough suddenly. Just stressing about getting vaccinated for COVID. It's my big project now is figuring out how I can get vaccinated for COVID so I can go back to a semblance of a normal life. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. We've got 10 minutes. You got some bits. I'm your favorite streamer. Thank you, super smart chess player. Mr. Slowhand. Nepo. The Nepo man. Will face Magnus Carlsen in the next World Championship. The new blood. A new challenger for Magnus. First there was Karyakin, then Caruana, and now the Nepo man. Giving a new aspect to the World Championship. Not a bad idea. Fresh blood for Magnus Carlsen. I expect with this system of the candidates tournaments, we'll have like a new winner every year. So this we'll have to get used to. Thank you, Mr. So. Very generous. I don't know why I'm coughing. I think I have some kind of allergies and pollution here. Nothing like some allergies and pollution. Start the stream off. I live across the street from a huge building project, so we get lots of really nice construction dust in the air. Okay, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Mr. Slow, thanks again for the 500 bits. Does Nepo have a better chance in Rapid than Caruana did? That's an interesting question. Probably, yeah. I mean, actually, I think it's kind of a no-brainer. So you learned today that Nepos means the forgetful. I didn't know anything about the name. I assumed it was like a region or something. Russian name, I suppose. The interesting thing about Nepomniachtchi is his first name being Jan, which is, of course, the more notable, unusual name for a Russian grandmaster. Alright, 7 minutes and 45 seconds. We've got Aldisto joining the tournament, up to 2371 now. So they're getting serious here. B Maximus, thanks for being a part of the stream. Another relatively new player to the stream. He's been on here a lot, playing in my Simul on Sunday and the Tuesday. Sorry, Monday Blitz. I keep forgetting today's Tuesday. I thought today was Wednesday for some reason after about halfway through the day. Didn't Nepo just beat Carlsen recently? Well, like there was someone claiming that, and I guess this is true, but I haven't researched it on my own. The Poniachi actually supposedly has a superior score in his personal record with Magnus. Move 11 just gifted a tier 1 to Aldisto 9-1. Aldisto 9-1, an interesting name. He could be born in 91, and that would make him 1 year younger than Nepomniachtchi, who, like Vacher Legrave and who else? And Karyakin were all born in 1990. It's interesting. Magnus, Vacher, Nepomniachtchi, and Karyakin all born in the same year. And that would be 90, not 91. Whoa. B Maximus is 24-26 in Rapid. So he's got the serious ratings going on now. Yeah. I figured that's your year of birth. We never asked you that in all the games that you played here, Alisto. So you're 1 year later then. You're 1 year later or younger than those guys. Brutus Maximus Aldisto Scared Knight at 2270. Making March, another player who's 22 plus in Rapid. Mahar 2141, 2140, whatever game is on 2100. So it's quite a strong field. We've got a total of 16 players. Kyler also joining. 5 minutes till we start. Kyle Mine, thanks for joining. So you're relatively young. Aldisto is relatively young compared to those guys. 1 year younger. Alright, but it's interesting. That is the same year as Magnus, right? Yeah, Magnus was born in 1990. It makes sense, doesn't it? Alright. A lot of those players. Very successful year. I think Grandmaster... what's his name? One of our Hungarian Grandmasters posted a Facebook post about it being a good vintage, the 1990. Lots of World Championship candidates. So 4 minutes 30 seconds. What's up, everybody? If a ruler does not understand chess, how can he rule over a kingdom? What is that from? What is that a reference to? I don't know who's King Khusros. Does anybody know the reference? My lack of historical knowledge. Is that a real king or some sort of fictional character? Is that something from, like, some modern fantasy literature? That's a real king? Alright. Could be from a TV show. Tutankhamun didn't play chess, I assume. Alright, let's go. So we've got 3 minutes. I was hoping Caruana wins. I don't know why, though. I'm really indifferent. I thought that Caruana put up a good fight last time, so I was hoping for a repeat, but I just don't want to see, like, Magnus walk over anybody, win easily. I want it to be a tough challenge. Is Sparkle Horse 2004? He's a fan. It's a fan tribute account, I guess. I can't complain because it's not my name to start with, you know, so it's not like he stole my Sladgie name. Anonymous Cheerer just donated 1. Sladgie is a self-made name, but the Sparkle Horse is borrowed, so I can't really complain about him lifting my name there. So what do we have? 17 players? Oh, King of Persia. His grandfather, King Khrushchev the First, had a legendary king and pawn in-game exercise? Are you serious? Interesting. When I look at Fischer, I see a Kingdom of Chess. Interesting quotes. So guys, let's have some fun today. 7 plus 3. I like this time control because I can play and think a little bit and have time to comment on the games, unlike Blitz. That's enough quotes for today, Astrobate. You've done your part and then some, I think, with the quote bot. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. There's a 2-minute break between rounds. If anybody wants to go between rounds, 7 rounds. Hey, it's Miro is here as well. So we've got lots of good players. No titled players other than myself in today's version. Today's edition. This is Pawnda Swiss 26. I used to hold arenas, and we were up to like, I don't know how many, at least 25 arenas. But this is the 26th Rapid Swiss. We also had 25 Rapid Blitz. Speaking of title players, AIM. AOL Instant Messenger? You don't even know what that is. You're probably born in 1990. I saw this video today where they're explaining to people what video cassettes were. I was like, man, I know I'm getting old when I'm seeing like videos explaining what VCR tapes were. You were playing, join the game. The Smart Chess Player 2006. Internet chat relay. This is just too much going on the screen, right? Is the board straight? I just want to concentrate on the board. Maybe I should go into Zen mode. Internet relay chat. Move 11, were you born in 1990? By any chance? That's a popular year. Wow, he was born on the same day as Alistair with an hour. So that's messed up. What is the chances? Popular. That was 91, though. I knew you would be close. That's our typical viewer here. Male, chess player, between the ages of 29 and 30. Alright, what are we going to do? Knight f6. Mainline accelerated dragon with the old school Nefedov style. Pioneer Palace variation. This move is popular with players at the Pioneer's Palace for young chess players. So if I play d5, see, that's the problem. Then I liquidate everything. If you're trying to beat this player, now d5 becomes not an equalizer, but like helpful to white. If I'm trying to beat somebody, do I want to blow it up with d5, the best move? So I have to play a second-rate move in order not to liquidate everything off the board. Some purists would disagree with my decision here. Oh, earlier Schieberspieler is here, so I was saying there was no titled players. I talked about this last stream. There was a guy who was kicking my feet under the table in a money game in the last round of a tournament in the World Open, like 20 years ago. And he played something like this with white. Now, I remember that. It was this white side of the dragon where you don't do anything. Surprisingly difficult for black. to get any kind of activity going here if white doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't have a kingside attack. He doesn't risk opposite side castling. And it's hard for black to generate counterplay. So it's a tricky balance. I don't know. I feel like Magnus likes to... I told Astrobate, don't do A6 in Accelerated Dragon. But this is not really an Accelerated Dragon. Sheer Spiller, there's no requirement to play. I don't want you playing unless you feel up to it. I will play for COVID vaccination. It's my new offer. If anyone's organizing tournaments in any neighboring countries, I'm willing to play for free if I can get vaccinated. A3. We'll play IM tournaments for free. A3. So what am I going to do here? Knight e5 followed by rook c8. Okay, this is a classic dragon. I just need time to get my knight to c4. I'm just talking all kind of random stuff. I've been spending like most of the afternoon trying to figure out ways to get a COVID vaccine. And I decided to try to bribe some sort of chess organizers. I'll play 2 tournaments if you can organize for me my vaccination. A3, 95. I can probably make a deal. I want to get back to playing chess and poker in real life. It's enough like being locked in my apartment. This is an unexpected development. White played f4, allowing me to play knight g4, but we'll have to give up his dark square bishop. That's the key. That's the good one. Now he can give me one or more of his biz hops. Astrobate, did you see what happened against Astrobate, Schieberspieler? He won a piece against me in like 12 moves and then offered a draw 2 moves later. You've been looking at the bishop e2 f4 lines of Accelerated Dragon. Bishop e2 f4. It's like classical. But I mean, normally in those type of lines, like white is retreating their knight back to b3. That's the classical dragon. But there's a lot of people who don't understand that you should do that, and so they leave their knight on d4. It's not really the same. Although I've seen a movement where like even some good players, Yubava, don't take Yubava's openings too seriously, but here's an idea I used in a similar line once. Bishop h6, Norman Rogers. If I play bishop h6, white just like moves the queen. Nothing clear there. I don't think it's a good move. Lazy. Astrobate has been playing really badly for months in my simul, and then yesterday, or Sunday rather, he just tricked me. He plays like a Cuban grandmaster, suddenly. No threat whatsoever here. Just go on about your business. Guys, welcome everybody to my tournament stream. We host this every week. So this is what I'm talking about. Rook takes knight. The non-exchange sacrifice. The best kind of sacrifice is a sacrifice that isn't really a sacrifice. It's a pseudo-sacrifice. Or sham sacrifice. Removal of defense at e4. This is simply an exchange of pieces. I get more than you. So, you've been looking at bishop e2 f4 lines of Accelerated Dragon. Move 11, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. King Marcher, unfortunately, that's the drawback of these Swisses. People sign up and then they don't play. And so, unfortunately, we have a lot of like these first round forfeit wins. It's slightly unfortunate. The greatest pawn structure ever known to man is what this is. I don't mind the occasional forfeit win in the first round before I'm warmed up. Right. Fix the weakness. Fixer of weaknesses. No. Garnered his wages. Garnering another pawn. The white position is on lockdown. So I don't know what you're talking about, move 11. Bishop e2 and f4 without knight b3. Something not right about that. In the accelerated dragon? That seems a bit... I don't know. How does that work exactly? I guess in the regular dragon move orders, that would be some kind of 11 fish variation. Alright, I got my own medicine here. Since I couldn't get my COVID vaccine yet, we're using the Belarusian approach. As a stopgap, dude played f5, that's right. So this will be the longest game of the round. Smart chess player, feel free to resign. We can get some time off for good behavior. I don't like it when I have the longest game every single round. Welcome everyone to the stream. I'm your host. Sorry about that. How is everybody? Welcome to Tuesday. Tuesday feels like Wednesday. The new Tuesday. The plan is knight d4, rook d8, winning a piece. Let's hope he cooperates. Nope. This might work too. Yep. Alright. Back to tournament. Do we have time for next round? 4 ongoing games. Yes. Thank you for the game. Okay, Renate with the forfeit win. Sparkle Horse, a very deserved victory. Making March got a forfeit win. Mahar, he beat Asterbait. Sumil got a bye, and Dr. T got a late. You're late. Koki Cox, Mr. Slow. Epic Germany battle. Aldisto versus, or Mr. Slow versus Aldisto. I'll bet you it's a Philidor Black Lion's Paw or whatever it is. Aldisto has the kind of offbeat openings working. But whatever, I mean, White's pieces are okay here. The problem is that Aldisto is faster than Mr. Slow. And Aldisto's steady. Mr. Slow a little more mainstream in the openings. Alisto's got the funky b4 working in the Sicilian. He's playing the Philidor reversed with white. Weird stuff. So let's see. Their personal score. Dominant for Aldisto. Mr. So has won the last two. So maybe there's a new boss in town. White and black here. Principally. Place that rook on h8 is not a happy camper. Maybe white is better. Aldisto may be higher rated, but white has control of the open file and active pieces. I'm not a big fan of white's pawn structure with a hole on f4, but there is a hole on f5 and white's bishop is good. I mean, I guess white is just better here. Yeah. Black's position looks dubious. Is today the payday? What? But no day, vay day? Say what? Astrobate, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you elaborate? Can you please elaborate on that nonsense sentence? Yeah, Mr. Slow just spent like 30 seconds on this pretty obvious pawn capture. He's clearly better pawn up, active pieces against the higher rated Aldisto. Mr. Coffee is here. GM Simon Williams. Oh, a DVD. Oh yeah, that's Simon Williams territory. The blind lion's paw or whatever. It's also an Edgar Allan Poe short story or something. No, that's the monkey's paw. Close, whatever. Alright. I just make this stuff up. Schieberspieler. Doesn't seem like you and Simon Williams have a lot in common, my friend. You come from opposite ends of the spectrum. You should... That's your favorite writer? Well, I like a lot of horror. Poe is, of course, arguably the most famous horror writer of all time. Influencing all the greats. Stephen King. H.P. Lovecraft. Alright. The London, we love the London. And it totally fits Simon Williams' style. No need to panic. Just don't panic. Whoa, mommy. Mommy, what is happening here? Dude, this isn't happening. I don't believe it, dude. The most clear-cut case of panic I've ever seen. White was fine. Just has to be a little careful. That's the problem, Mr. Slow, with working all day and then playing chess. Now, Mr. Slow is hanging on here. He's probably better, but it's a little tricky. But he took on e5. What? I mean, it looks like bishop d5. Blocking the file, right? I mean, white has to be better. He's up several pawns. Mr. Slow is actually usually quite good in increment, even if he's in time pressure. So he's just clearly knocked out from work. The only explanation for me there. Alright, back to the tournament. But I'm glad at least one of the viewers works. We've got one ongoing game. That's insane. It's still going on. That's like the longest game of all time. B Maximus. Oh my gosh. B Maximus is up a rook. Up a rook? Takes a long time to grind out that extra rook. This reminds me of another game, man. That's funny. It reminds me of a game I saw. Strangely, similar to one of my other students' games a while back. Not enough. So, how many pawns is enough? Just one pawn at a time. Rook a6 check. That's not right, master. That pawn. Alright. I think this game is a foregone conclusion. The B Maximus knows how to take his time. That's seriously well done. Alright, 2 minutes to the next round. A lot of players with 1 point. We've got a total of 18 players. Why does the screen flicker? Stand by, Sparkle Horse. Pairing players, get ready. Does everybody's screen do that, or is it just mine? It's interesting. It's not doing it on the stream. We've got, I guess the lag somehow dissipates that. The brand new DVDs. That's a bad sign, though. King Marcher. Brand new DVD. Brand new 8-track. Alright. If it's DVD and it's brand new, you know you're in trouble. Even DVDs are old. I don't think we have a working DVD player in my house. There may be one. I think there's one. We haven't used it. I don't know if it works or not. It's a good question. Everybody's buddy. So this is going to be a tough group. We need more low-rated players, like in the B tournament. Hey, it's Miro lost. Oh, against Sparkle Horse 2004. That's a queer pairing, isn't it? How are two players that are so close in rating paired with each other? I thought Sparkle Horse 2004 was like 2,000 plus. Yeah, Dr. Chip, before you showed up, I was just talking about that. A video today I saw where people they were showing people what a videotape was. It was kind of bizarre. I remember programming the VCR. I don't think my parents ever knew how to program a VCR. So, boring knight f3. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, Mr. Slow. We're sorry, Mr. Slow. Didn't come up with that bishop d5. The old a6. Let's try something different. I haven't played this move since like 1992. But you never know, like black will be less prepared. I think I played c5 last time. I faced the a6 Slav. When they first invented this opening, remember one of the very early games in the Chess Informator was a knight e5. I can't remember whose game that was. Approximately 1992. Uh-oh. Got the ghetto birds. Hungarian ghetto birds. It might actually be an airplane. Hard to tell. Was that a low-flying plane or a helicopter? I am honestly not sure. This could transpose. Are you trying to, like, force me to play bishop f4? Now you can't play knight on bd7. Whenever, like, the summer months come around, there starts to be, like, these helicopters flying over my apartment. Are they, like, city helicopter tours or something? Just reminds me of gangsta rap. Alright, so c5. Boom. The surprising c5. You should never be surprised by c5 when you play b5 in the a6 Slav. It's pretty much par for the course here. You're really forcing me to play c5. I mean, I thought about the other lame move like c takes d or b3. I've played that position probably. But b3 now. Not with knight on e5. Okay, bishop f5 looks like a move. Nepo 1 candidates, thank you for the update. That's right. I better place a live bet. Can I still do live betting? Bishop f5. Well, I don't know. I don't have a better solution here. You know, you could sack a pawn with some craziness. Pawnda. Pawnda looked sad last stream. One of our viewers told me that his little son's favorite segment of the stream was when Pawnda comes on the stream. And that made my day. He got his son like a giant panda because he liked Pawnda from my stream so much. I thought that was pretty cool. In other uplifting news, we make people happy. So Prague came back to draw against Vidit in the New in Chess Classic. His rating was 1781. Oh no. It's that idiotic FIDE rating system. It's just ridiculous. I don't even want to think about it. Crazy organization. Somebody needs to step in and like modify the rating when someone's a 2600 grandmaster and their rapid is 1700, you know. Can the rating officer of the Chess Federation maybe step in and apply some kind of rule to give the guy a provisional rating? That's ridiculous. So people are like losing 20 rating points for drawing the guy or something like that. Typical. I told the story how I played the 2400 player from Mongolia. She was like 1900 in rapid, but 2400 OTB. It's classical. I didn't know though, so I just like went to the board thinking I was playing a 1900 or 1800 or something, because nobody tells me. Queen A5. You know what? That's not cool. Queen A5? Is that a principled move? No, I lost, in fact. I thought I was playing an 1900, whatever her rating was. I played e4 knight h6. It's like the time that I thought Magnus Carlsen was a 2100 player. Fortunately, in Magnus's case, like, I knew that he was a grandmaster by the time I got paired with him. But previously, I had thought he was a 2100. I wouldn't play e4 knight h6 necessarily if I thought my opponent was like 2400. No, I got crushed. She demolished me. I'm like, oh, I'll mess with this 1800. Because 1800s don't really know how to deal with e4 knight h6 very well. Whereas on the other hand, people who are rated around 2400 FIDE have some clue how to deal with unorthodox or incorrect openings. Maybe ratings should just like expire at some point. If you get a rating when you're like 8 years old and you don't play till you're 15, you should have to get a new one. It should be like driver's licenses. Okay, this is getting kind of irritating. Queen A5, I've never seen anything like Queen A5 in the A6 Slav in my life. That's very, very strange. So this position is straight out of the Twilight Zone. It feels like black did something weird, but they continue to come up with threats. It doesn't look right, is what it doesn't look right. No. Then again, my knight's on e5. Vulnerable to attack. Black's going to gain time on that. But I can't live with this piece in my face. I could trade queens there, but my reasoning is that white has more space. Therefore, I should not trade queens, if that makes any sense. He who hath more space should notteth trade pieces. That was written long ago on stone tablets. Knight to d3. Of course, time and other factors may help you to decide whether or not to trade pieces in a given situation. Feel free, just move all your pawns. It's okay. Well, I don't really have a better idea than retreat. I mean, g5 is kind of crazy, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's normal. I have never played the A6 Slav. If Ben Fungal doesn't like f6, how does he feel about g5, for example? Because g5 is just basically a worse form of f6. Like, just taking it to the next power. Like a more weakening pawn move, essentially. So I want to play e4 and open the game. Well, black's just gone nutty with the space here. They think it's Asterbate. Asterbate's playing the... Asterbate likes the Joko piano with a4, b4. It's like that over there on the king's side. I have e4, but I'm not sure that it does anything, so I was kind of holding off. At some point, it will do something Question is when. I can only be pushed so far. Now, knight b4, queen c7. Bishop d3. No, knight b4 is just trouble. It's a good idea, but putting my knight in an awkward square where there's no necessarily good retreat from that point. Maybe now. Is this problem that I'm not castling? Man, a4 looks good. It's like the weirdest game ever. At least now my knight is stable. One thing is stable around here. Stable genius. Damn, dude. H4. Oh. Alright. Speaking of stable geniuses, who does that make you think of? So what's the deal with this tournament they're hosting? This new in chess online invitational. We got 2 requests to join the team, Xiaoma and Cthulhu. All right. New in chess suddenly relevant because Magnus Carlsen bought it. Basically, it's just another Chess 24 / Magnus extension. All right. So who's sponsoring the prizes for this online thing? The latest Magnus Carlsen online event. They bought everything. Chessable, New in Chess, Chess 24. You can look it up. Their online prospectus somewhere, Mr. Coffee. While ago. I guess the beginning of the year. So it's all under the same heading now. But I wouldn't think like New in Chess earns, I mean, I don't know. I guess they have a lot of book publishing business. They're not making a lot of money from their magazine. Mostly from the books they publish. But I wouldn't think they'd have enough earnings to really sponsor a major chess tournament. I wouldn't think that New in Chess was that profitable. Generally, I have been told that chess magazines are usually profitable, but I don't know. Aldisto with another close game. Oh, so Sparkle RC, this is like the Prognanha rapid ratings. He's 1600 rapid. That's messed up. How did he get in the tournament, actually? That sucks. It sucks that he has... I set the rating limit at 15 games this week. I should have made it 20 if I had known. That's a totally illegitimate rating you have, Sparkle Horse 2004. That's an illegitimate rapid rating. Aldisto making the comeback. Oof. But not quite. So Sparkle Horse 2004 with an illegitimate rating. Now, how can you be 1600 in rapid and 2100 in blitz? Dubious questions deserve dubious answers. If it was like 2 games or 3 games or 4 games, I could see that. But to be 1602 if your strength is 2100 in blitz, something fishy. He has a lot of 5-move games in rapid. Yeah, where he like resigned probably in winning positions or just resigned for no reason. Oh, then he lost. Oh, I see. So he purposely just resigned a bunch of games to get in the tournament. Oh, that sucks. Very, very bad, Sparkle Horse 2004. Rating manipulation. It's tanking games, so he had reached the 15-game limit, basically. It's disgraceful. What won't people do to get around the rules? Scared Knight, Brutus Maximus, myself, all on 3 points. Hopefully they play each other. No, what won't they do? He just played a bunch of games and resigned them real fast, so he reached the 15-game limit. That's what it's about. Like last tournament, I think I set it on 20, and this time I made it 15. But you can't do that. You can't just like resign rated games. It's disgraceful. Respect the game. Easiest way to get your 15 games was to just resign 5 games against people. Crazed Knight. What are we going to do against his Carol Khan 2 Knights variation? I don't remember what happened last time. So he just plays this solid line. I think I did this once before. Yeah, this is the classical. So I did look at this somewhere recently. I just don't know enough theory here. I thought I looked at d4, knight b1, bishop takes d2 check, knight d2, and I didn't like black's position. It looks wrong. Would be helpful to know more than 5 moves. No, we played different lines so far. But my knowledge of this line is like trying to remember something from 1988. I mean, it's pretty hard. Fisher curious. I can't even remember games I analyzed. I did have a very similar game the other day. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You're playing just like the other guy. Wasn't it? No, he like took on d5 early at some point, which was weird. Maybe now d4 was better than it was. I think I still don't like it. So I'm just like reinventing the wheel. I don't know the theory of this. I rarely play the Caro-Kann. Practically never in tournament games. I think the last time I played the Caro-Kann in a tournament game was a loss against Raset Ziadinov in like 2006. That was probably, literally, I haven't played the Caro-Kann in a tournament game in 15 years. But I've been playing it in Blitz. Don't know. Don't know. Was my last Caro-Kann game in 15, was it 15 years ago? It's messed up. But 92 seems strange. Slightly strange. Am I blundering? Maybe. Maybe not. Feels like white should be better in the opening with two bishops. Because bishops love closed positions. Well, I guess the question isn't if white is better in the opening with two bishops. The question would be, is white better later on with the two bishops? That's the real question, move 11. That's another quote for Asterbait, the quote master. Whoa. Pick me up a pawn on your way to the store, please. This is similar to Robert James. Every closed position is an open position in disguise. Dude, that's deep. I love Sam Shankland. That's why he's so cocky. He has all these cool quotes to contribute. Secret is being cocky before you're even good. Alright, B Maximus, do you play this line? You played the Queen F3, right? You played a different line. I've seen that. That's been reappearing. I saw another game with that today, strangely. Not in my game, but in a game I analyzed. It came up again. It's funny how things that you see like just seem to recur. I haven't thought about that variation since like I was a kid. You know, I think there was a player, a club player, for me, maybe like the highest rated club player when I was a kid in my first chess club, who played that Queen F3 line 8 million years ago. That's where I first saw it. Knight G3 is a great square in disguise. Every square is a potentially great square. And other deep quotes. Oh, Naroditsky played it. It's so weird. Like, I remember when Naroditsky was this like 5-year-old kid who was playing he played one of my students in a tournament, like an adult student, when he was like, well, I don't know, 7 years old or something. It's so weird that people who I knew as 6 years old are like adults. It's bizarre. I never get any older, thankfully. Alright, am I here? Look at this careful play. Holistic chess. Whole Foods chess. Yeah, I'm gonna castle kingside. Just be right there. Bishop g2. So should I play g6 at some point? The old c4 trick. He still has no business on e5. How is he going to play e5 and just like drop a pawn? I can't drop my f7 for nothing though. So if I control e5 like Morales, part of me wants to play c4. Does that work? It's an interesting concept. Yeah, I'm talking too much. Weird game. Black should be better, but I might be wrong. This is the kind of position a computer would probably play well, but not so much a human with white. I'm definitely afraid of a computer playing white here, but not a human player. Alright, I gotta make a decision. I could castle. I could play f6. I can play e5, maybe? Controversial. Controversial Walker. What do you guys want to do? Come up with a plan. He's got 3 minutes, 37 seconds. Right. So I've made this claim numerous times on the stream, but I did a series for Chess Lecture examining the games where Bobby Fischer lost with white, and both against Curious, both in this variation, both along the same theme, where Fischer had the crap bishop that never could get out of the pawn structure. See, that's the problem with your two bishop theory, move 11. If two bishops becomes one bishop, and it sucks, then your bishop pair is not so great. That's the whole in the theory of the potential greatness of the two bishops. You must keep both bishops on board, guaranteed, until they become great again. So I don't really see how white makes this work. The Catholic Church approves of making bishops great again. I've been told. Anon loves knights. Traditionalists. I always overrated the bishops slightly, I think. I think I would have more of a tendency to overrate bishops. Maybe I'm a little more open-minded than when I was younger. Never really favored knights, but I understand more their potential. Truthfully, the engine will tell you that this position is probably like equal or something. I don't know. Bishop h3. I mean, that's a weird move, isn't it? Bishop h3? Is it just me, or is that a weird move? It's a deep move against my rook on c8, I guess. Can I change brains with Tigran and Petrosian right now? Petrosian the Elder. Hold on. What is that? What are you doing? Queen d2 is a tricky, sneaky move of some sort. Tricky, sneaky. All bishops were created equal. This guy is seriously intent. That is weird, man. A weird way of playing chess that White has here. Seriously bizarre. That's more like a computer to play like this with White. They would be like, oh, computer for computer, this bad bishop. It's okay, it's a draw. Position is a draw. Totally equal. 99% of humans would lose this with White. The engine draws easily with perfect technique. Notoriously good computers at like drawing bad bishop positions. I couldn't play like this with White. There's no way. Now what? C3, A4. Just general expansion. Do I have a mate or anything? I don't know how to break through. Right. And there is no way in. That's how the bishop gets in the game. Crazy play by white. Little unimaginable. That anyone could play like that is beyond my comprehension, honestly. And using no time. Yeah, this is not the first time this type of thing has happened with him. Incomprehensible defensive ability. G4. Using no time. Maybe I'll lose. He's insanely fast. Only 2107 in bullet? Really? How could he only be 2107 in bullet? That's extremely low in bullet for a player that fast. All right. I don't want to play anymore after that game. Bullet rating. You've got to be like 2300 in bullet if you can play defensive moves quickly like that in that such an ugly position. I couldn't even play, let alone like defend successfully. There's no way. I would be like 2100 in bullet easily. You're like 10 times faster than me. All right, B Maximus. He's 21. Oh, same rating. They're the same person. And good old Trip Chance. Trip Chance beat Aldis, though. Yeah, no surprise there. I don't remember the last time Trip Chance lost a game to someone. Ooh, B Maximus with a knockout blow in the opening. What was that opening? Knight C5? It's some kind of weird King's Gambit? Kylor 2-1. Miro 2-1. After the first round rating mashup. No, I mean in our tournaments, Dr. Trip Chance. I know you lose in like bullet and stuff, but I don't remember you losing to anybody on my stream ever. You've lost to me, maybe, but it was a long time ago. But usually you're undefeated in the tournaments here. You drew without us though once. Last time, I think it was a draw. Alright, B Maximus. B Maximus. Oh, weird opening. Unusual to see that. Not really a good line for black. The Mamedyarov can play anything. But who's Mamedyarov? You know? I wouldn't recommend this to my students or anybody. This line is bad for black. But I think c6 makes it worse. Make it worse again. Now I regret that I didn't play h4. Okay, he wants to play knight f6. No, I think we'll play queen d2. That was the original plan. Now I played h5. Yeah, this is... Oh, that's not... Cormoran's not here today. He loves himself some weird openings. h5. Right. Highly sus opening for black. B Maximus has the same style as Scared Knight. Super fast. No thinking necessary. Till it's too late. And then you can defend really ugly positions, right? Alright, wow, h4. I've got to do bishop e2. Stopping rook h5. What does this do? It just develops a piece. Because why not? You're trying to play knight h5? Then maybe I should play g4. Because I can, right? Let's play g4. Weird. Mr. Coffee. How about that Dingley Wren, huh? So Dingley Wren like went 3-0 in his final 3 rounds. Is that correct? Is my statistical information right? He said Tourney should be longer. Yeah, not Swiss system. I mean, whatever. It should be like matches. Longer. How can you make it longer? Like 3 or 4 round robin? Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe changing the format altogether. So what should I do here? Go back to matches. COVID kind of messed up everything. You can't have a normal tournament under these circumstances. Yeah, B-Maximus, you're playing too fast for the time control. You've probably been playing a lot of Bullet or something. We have to adjust. Must make adjustments to different time controls. A lot of people play all the different time controls like it's the same. I see it every day. H4. You played it bad. I wouldn't disagree with you. But game is still somewhat unsound, comes to mind. Where is old Sus? Very practical. Black with a practical approach. Practical and fast. Oh, I get it. Yeah, a lot of people using this guy's approach where they just play ultra fast. No, I don't know if I saw a plan. The knight d7. That's not a good plan. Can't afford to retreat anymore. The only chance is some kind of wild tactics. Why is everybody so fast? Nobody likes to use their time. Time is a beautiful thing. Taking your time. Man, I wish we had more players who were deep thinkers. It's just more pleasurable when both sides use all their time. Nothing like that. Very rarely get that. Though it happens a lot in over-the-board games. Pretty frequently. It seems like online it's everybody's playing like it's bullet chess. Every game. Black piece placement. Sus. See, the desperate tactics are the only way out of such a position. Exactly. This position calls for desperate tactics. Now, what's the problem? Crazy. Crazy knight sacrifice. King b1, very critical move. I get it. Totally get it. Almost have knight e6. Knight e6, queen e6, bishop g4, but he has f5. There is some tricky stuff. How about a rook exchange? Did I miss bishop d6 there? Possibly. This wouldn't work against Dingley Wren either. Brutus played this game like a cheapo artist. Like a true dyed-in-the-wool sort of cheapo artist. Crazy. Weird. I don't know what other adjectives I can use for this game. He's not tactical at all. That's his problem. Actually, if you look at our last simul game, it was a very different style. He played like totally solid, very, I would say, correct positional chess. Absolutely different. Dr. Jekyll style. But we could just chalk it up to a bad opening, I guess. Trying to force the Grunfeld against... Wait, what was the opening? Oh, it was... Yeah, why didn't you play the Grunfeld? What's this? The tactical solution. Correct. Okay, he's not really threatening anything. So what am I threatening? Weird. Very weird. That was a very strange game. All right. Back to the tournament. I made 5 inaccuracies, 2 mistakes, and at one point your position was okay. Holy crap. How? You had knight to g4. Whoa. Oh my god. Knight g4 and everything is okay. Because if this, you must have some sort of f6, bishop h6. Oh my god. Hey, it's Miro bites the dust. Alright. Two games ongoing. Asterbait. What? Oh man, Asterbait got a draw. Piece up. He did what he did against me. That's the second one this week. He draws with a master strength player up a piece, just like against me in the simul. Wow. It's a forced draw here. It's not like he's generously giving Aldisto a draw. But it looks suspiciously like the simul game where he gave me a draw. It's suspicious when Asterbait starts having draws. That's his first draw of all time against Aldisto. Nice job. Wow. I think Asterbait is moving on to a new plane of existence. I mean that in a good way. A higher plane of existence. Man, he just picked off a clean piece against me on Sunday. I just had to resign. But I played out and he just gave me a draw in a piece up position. That wasn't right. I don't feel good about that. Yeah, Asterbait had 2 draws. So the only way he gets draws is if he's like up a piece against a master. The only way his games can end in draws. But at least Aldisto's draw is legit. I just got a draw for no reason. He was afraid he would mess it up. You know, that's my first tournament game. I was unrated, playing 1600, which was decent for this group I was in. And I just offered to draw up 2 pawns because I wasn't confident. Oh my god. He just... Poor Kolki. Kolki. Kolki has 2 minutes to think about it. Perhaps there was a way White could have won that game. What just happened here? Nah. It's gotta be a draw. Another draw. Mr. Coffee, thanks for being here. Move 11, thanks for gifting that sub to Aldisto earlier. Appreciate it. Asterbait, Mr. Slow, and the super smart chess player. Thank you guys for donating bits. Obviously, this is what it is. World famous draw. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Technique. So, like, seriously, you should play King B8 here. Because White might, like, Black might freak out and lose. King A6, King B8. Knight D7 is the only move. It's a draw. Anyway. Alright. I am in pain. Pain and shame. Guys, we have, wow, 4 rounds gone. The 9-round Blitz tournament is a little bit, maybe even longer than this. First 4 rounds went through pretty quickly. 3 more to go. Hey, it's Miro, losing to the very tough Doctor. In a, oh, looks like one of those, what is that? Hey, it's Miro, you dropped a piece? What happened there? I just realized that Hey, it's Miro was just like down a piece. We haven't really had too much time to go over the games, of course. super smart chess player. Alright. Thanks to all of you for supporting the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you come by for tomorrow's Wednesday Weird Opening stream. Blitz challenges for subscribers and friends from 11 a.m. CEST. Mr. Coffee donate. Thank you, Mr. Coffee, for supporting the stream. Being a donation. A donor yourself. Alright, Shao Alma. I don't know. We haven't played in a while. It reminds me of shawarma, which makes me hungry. Alright, D4. A shout out to shawarma. Anyway. The tournament seems really strong. Oh yeah. Not enough low-rated players because people like you aren't joining, Teze. We need more followers below the 2000 level. You know, you should join, definitely. Please no, I'm afraid of everybody playing the London system. Oh. No London system. Come on. Play the English defense once. I can't. He played... Oh, I could have played b6 on the first move. When I tried that against Hikaru, the one time he beat me, he made me play the French. I tried to trick him, but it didn't work. We're playing the Queen's Indian. Well, that can happen in this opening, too. No, Hikaru, I lost a game against him and over the board. It was a weird game. I was okay, but I was really, like, uncomfortable. It was in advanced French. He had to beat me to make his final GM norm. Back in 2003. He was young. Seems like yesterday. But looking at the game in retrospect, I was really okay. But I never felt comfortable. I never played the French. It was a stupid idea. My tournament went off the hinges. It was this round robin where I had an insane result. I was winning the tournament, like +3 after 4 rounds. And I thought I was going to make a GM norm. I ended up like screwing up, and then Hikaru made his final GM norm. But at that point it didn't matter for me. I wasn't really motivated. I mean, I kind of tried as hard as I could, but there was nothing in it for me. You know, you can say you're trying as hard as you can, but if there's no motivation, there's no motivation. Rook E1 is a weird move. I mean, with the pin here. But I was surprised when I looked at the game many years later. Like, I was fine. Sometimes you lose a game and you think, oh yeah, I just had a bad position. Looking at it later, I didn't. I was actually fine. The refrigerator norm. DC. Hikaru, what about taking? If I just take, isn't taking good? Give him the bishop pair? It's a good question. I guess it's a principled decision. I don't know. Not my normal modus operandi, really. Pawn grabbing? Whoa, and I missed this. I missed 95. Classic. Classic and strong. So do I play knight c6 or knight on bd7, or who the heck cares? But I don't know Shauma. Not enough info. I have no read on my opponent in poker terms, which I don't like. So it's a little late for that. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of different ways to play this position, and I don't know that I like what I did. You know, the first one was, when I played d5, he plays a3, I could have taken on c4. That's pretty weird. So I guess The other solid decision is to play... My normal reaction would be like bishop e7. Equal chances. If I was a computer, I'd be happy here with black. I'm sure that like black is fine, but you have to be very accurate without the bishop pair. Move 11 will now give a speech about the bishop pair. This perfect moment. Actually, move 11, why aren't you playing it? God damn it, why didn't I play? Why didn't I play knight c6? This would have prevented this stupid move. See, that's why Sammy Reshevsky said you always play knight c6 against the hanging pawns. The knight is more active. This particular structure, though, d4 is really well protected. I didn't think knight a5 was going to be a factor. So he's just defending his pawn. But now he's actually made his situation worse. Apparently. Which rook? The F rook. It's a weird move, right? To defend my a7 pawn. It's not that it matters that much, but this could be a factor. You never want to have anything unprotected. Fear of bishop pair. No f3. I'm going to put that on the room of my office, the door of my office. Move 11, why aren't you playing under your secret account or something? What if Xiaoma is secretly Move 11's Smurf account or something? Could be. The ratings would be about right. Those classical is a little low. I don't know about chess 960. Move 11, are you in the tournament under a Smurf account? Are you smurfing? I don't get your excuse for not playing. This is a strong tournament, good training exercise. Yeah, I mean, white didn't have to do this, right? Didn't have to do this. He didn't have to lose a clear pawn. That bishop pair is non-consensual. I'm just saying weird stuff. It really doesn't have any meaning. It just sounded weird to say it. Right. There is the placebo effect. You have to watch out for that. Even if you're a complainer, I like you better than my anti-vaxxer students, Move 11. Alright. I would be happy to complain about my vaccine side effects if I could get one. Posting on Facebook begging for people to help me get vaxxed because I don't have a Hungarian social security number. I can't officially get the vaccine here. I mean, technically, like, there could be some exceptions for foreigners, but the rules are not that clear. Bishop e3. So I'm just looking for options. I found that maybe I can sign up for a study measuring the. If I get the Sinovac vaccine, I could get like into a study or something like that. It's my only option so far. I don't know what to do here. What are we doing? Where am I? What's my name again? How many squares does his rook have? How many squares does the average rook have in its lifetime? Knight d7. Knight d7, rook g5, or rook h5. No, I mean, Orban's been vaccinated. He's drinking beers in the beer garden now, enjoying the effects of his vaccine. I think he claims to have gotten the Sinovac vaccine himself, but that's going to be very hard to prove one way or the other. I don't think he's an anti-vaxxer. He's not, as far as I know. But I'm just trying to find an option. But I have nowhere to live, Mr. Coffee. I have no, you know, like if I go to the US to get a vaccine, I have to like get two doses, and I have nowhere to live. Yeah, the Sinovac is, my storage area is not allowed. I'm not allowed to live in a storage unit. They were very clear about that. No living in a storage unit. I can't imagine why. Oh, wait. Damn. See, this is the problem with the queen side. Damn, what am I doing now? Knight d7. I just have no concentration. Knight d7, rook h5, that's messed up. That is seriously messed up. He has a minute. He has 3 minutes left. He just played a5. He sees everything. He saw that too. So we got classic. Very tactical calculation by White. Seeing all those paths for his rook. Yeah, they have Sinovac here. They're trying to push it very hard. The government signed probably the biggest contract for that Chinese vaccine. I'll take what I can get, but I would prefer to get any of the others, pretty much. Yeah, absolutely. I will take the Sinovac if I can't get a different one. Of course. I have to decide, is it worth it to go back to the United States, live in a hotel for a month so I can get vaccinated? Is that a normal thing to do? It's gonna cost me like, how much would it cost to like fly to the US and live in a motel room for a month so I can get vaccinated? I'll be streaming from the motel, live from the motel. Take, check. My most important goal is not to die, right? Not dying is good. Knight takes e3. My knight is too good. What am I supposed to do here? He's going to get counterplay. Haha. I don't want your pawn. I won't trade you my knight on d5 for your bishop on e3. Yeah, as I said, I will accept that most likely if there's no other option soon. But I don't want to wait all summer, like sitting in my room. I can't travel or do anything. Can't play chess, go anywhere, travel, poker. Nothing. If I don't get vaccinated. It's just depressing. Why did I play that again? Could have played takes, rook e2. Yeah, the most important thing is not to get hospitalized. Chances are not that good here. Not as expensive as American hospitals. But if you get on oxygen, you're like, chances of dying are very high. So what am I doing? Taking, going down to the 7th? Well, I guess we just play rook down. I mean, how do you know if you would... Is there any research into why certain people get really sick? You don't hear anything about that. How much research has there been into why certain people get extremely sick and others don't? How do I know if I'm one of those people? There have to be some kind of cues, right? Cues it and lose it. I don't mind getting the flu, you know, and living through it. I feel like we're torturing our opponent in this game. I don't think he's... Could be move 11. He's a little move 11-y. Move 11 likes to play on in lost positions. Would move 11 play d4, knight f3? Or would he be more like, oh no, can't have my pawn. Pawn cube. I am definitely too old. We don't talk about my age anymore, Dr. Shipchance. Just put me in the old category. No, it was the player on your account that got you in the lost position, right? Move 11. You might as well make them take credit. Alright, somehow I have 5 points. I'm older than I can. I even told somebody my age today, and I lied accidentally. Like, isn't that crazy? I started to honestly believe that I'm younger than I really am. I'm subconsciously denying how old I am. I'm like, I'm old, I'm blah, blah, blah. And I realized, oh shit, I just lied by a year. I don't remember my own age anymore. Oh, you're Kramnik's age. Well, at least you're in the same category as me. I'm a little around the same, little bit more. Maybe. Maybe not. Depends on who's asking. We have more games? No. Alright. B Maximus, you're so fast for an old guy. Alright. You could be retired. Dr. Chipchance, you weren't born in 1996, were you? No, there's no way. We were just talking about people, all the people who were born in 1990 and 1991. Ooh, I love that. The ghost. We need the ghost emote. Ghost is like, I get in the habit of playing too fast. The vision is too bad. It's catching. Oh, you were born in 96. Okay. He's young. Gotta be careful. You can never be too careful. I'm not going to do the Najdorf. I'm not strong enough in e4 against Dr. Chipchance. Najdorf is dangerous. He knows it too well. You played the Benoni? I didn't know you played the Benoni. That's weird. I don't remember you playing the Benoni. Maybe I never played d4 against you? I always was like playing e4. Bishop g4 right away. Isn't that like an inaccuracy? Queen a4 check? What is this? Bishop e5 check? I had a game where I did this against somebody and it got my head handed to me. Was it bishop e5 check? The whole conversation making you feel old. Yeah. I just started to make up Princess Chess. I started to lie subconsciously now. It's not even conscious anymore. Check, knight d7, knight d2. I'm going to do it. Whatever. I don't know. Queen b3 is a move. Black sacks a pawn. I remember that being a variation. Okay, so you just played that. Perfectly logical move. And everybody's out of book. Everybody's happy. So what am I supposed to do? Play queen b3? I have no idea what this is. Just a weird position. What is this? I've used a minute and 10 seconds. I literally thought I was telling the truth to the guy today, and I realized wait a minute. I just left out a whole year. 4 swing and 6 moves. So I had some other variations similar that I messed up with black. I'll occasionally play the Benoni, but it's only a dream. I mean, I play the King's Indian a lot, and there are variations of the Benoni I sort of know that are transposition types, like the same-ish. But my knowledge of the Benoni is pretty limited for black, and I only know a few variations with white. So this is very logical play. Bishop to b5. Yeah, I mean, knight a6 is an interesting move. I have zero clue what I'm doing here. Don't mention Keaton kicked my feet under the table. He doesn't exist for me anymore. I had to call the arbiter on him. Disgusting. Foot kicker. Under the chair putter of feet. Alright. The only player who's positive score with Magnus. He's dead to me. So I don't know what to do here. E5. I know who he is, dude. I played him. But he's still unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanlike conduct from a young age. Bishop f4. I'm not making it up. I had to call the arbiter against him. It's ridiculous, dude. Gamesmanship. But I guess he grew out of it. Anyways, so the point is that Nepo and the player who shall not be named are the only players who has a positive score in classical chess against Magnus. What? How can Volokhitin have +4 against Magnus? In what tournaments would he have played Magnus? Some junior? Like he beat him 4-0 in like junior competitions? Before Magnus was really rocking it? He's in 1990? I think Volokhitin has to be older than 90. I bet that Volokhitin was born in like 88 or 89 at the earliest. 89 at the latest. This is weird. But he's a damn good foot kicker. He should have been... I played ping pong with Volokhitin once. Strangely. But it was teams. That was before the incident. Never again. That was literally the last time. It might have been the last time I played ping pong. And that's why. Scary, huh? Was that the last time I played ping pong? Nepo has a chance. Yeah, man. I mean, Karyakin gave him a hard time, and Caruana drew the match, lost in rapid. Of course, Nepomniachtchi has a chance. Maybe Magnus is getting too big with all of his business stuff, you know. He's going to get weaker. Taking over the chess business world can't possibly do any good for Magnus's motivation and strength. I think it would be insane to not say Nepomniachtchi has a chance. He absolutely has a chance. I think that Karyakin and Caruana, why does everybody have to sound the same? At least this challenger doesn't have a K sound. Kasparov, Kramnik, Caruana, Karyakin. It's ridiculous, right? Man, I had this game with black that I referenced earlier where I had a horrible position in a line like this, but it was worse. Oh no, look at that. The knight f4. I'm curious, right? 2004 to 2008. Before Magnus really cemented his status. Surprising that Volokhin would get so many games specifically against Magnus. Looks like Bobby Fischer's joining us. Yeah, that's enough. That'll be enough of that racist, disguised commentary. We don't need Bobby Fischer-esque. Because chess is about religion? Or what? No. Don't try to make it so. Looks like it's still unclear. I mean, for me, it's still unclear the whole Alekhine anti-Semitism stuff. I mean, you know, he just like may have been one, maybe not. I haven't researched it that much. He also maybe just had to go along with it to some degree. But anyway, no place for that here. I don't have enough knowledge to know if Alekhine was truly anti-Semitic or not. There's a lot of speculation to that, but I really am not qualified to say. My chess historical knowledge, he wasn't allowed to immigrate to the United States because of it. He started playing in tournaments while the Nazis were, but it's a question of whether he really supported it or he just like went along with it, you know. His wife was actually Jewish, I think. So I don't know. They also claim, everybody claims that Alekhine was a raving alcoholic and every game he lost was because he was drunk. This is like a very common misconception. Because, you know, their granddad died because of drinking means that Alekhine was a raving alcoholic. But, you know, I'm not sure that every game he lost was because he was insanely drunk. History becomes tricky because we don't have enough information. Who's to say if Alekhine was drunk for a particular game against Uwe anymore? Like, where's that information? You know, who knows for sure? But I think it's all like overrated. Yes, he drank, and yes, it probably affected him in some games and to some degree. But everybody like exaggerates all the time. What GM doesn't drink? A lot of them, actually. Unfortunately. That's why I'm not a Grandmaster. I either don't drink enough or not, or too much, and I'm not sure which one it was. Obviously, alcohol is not real popular in the Arabic players. All right, knight c4. I'm a beer master. I like every kind of alcohol. But I'm not condoning it. I'm just being honest. I don't know if it helps me or hurts me. Just drinking beer on the stream is a little relaxing. I'll drink a beer every stream. It's light, whatever. It's kind of fun to relax. So what is happening in this game? The game remains the same. We're happy to be alive. Whereas before I didn't really know what was going on. It looks like we're okay. More tactics. Tactics are in the eye of the beholder. You like to strain SpaghettiOs? That is a serious, sick sort of party trick. What is that? What is going on? Everyone who hates drinking and hates alcohol for some reason always harps on Alyakin. But show me the evidence that he was drunk in all of his games against Uva. Maybe there was one or two. But to simplify it by saying he lost the world championship because he was drinking or something. First of all, like, is robbing Uva of, like, a great achievement. He underestimated him big time. Like, definitely. That's true. I could have just gone on a king and pawn game. It's insane that this is the best I could get here. I was completely winning. But he's so fast, it's like impossible. Maybe I can mate myself. Yeah, that's the best I can do is draw in the last 6 games against the guy. As I said, he's like unbeatable. And he's 2073 in Rapid. He loses just not on my stream. How's round 7 coming? He's unbeatable. It's hard to make a mistake there. Let's see the CPL. The end isn't too interesting. For a 2073 player, how are you 2073 again? Over 31 games? Did you resign all your games before the stream? To, maybe this would be my lowest CPL game ever. I was super, super careful. By the time the game analysis is done, provisional for 31 games? Well, now it is, because he didn't play in a long time. It's not really provisional. He actually played 31 games. So let's see the CPL. He made 3 inaccuracies. How do I have just 4? I'm suspect of this. I made a blunder. Alright, we got a blunder. Just 1 blunder. I was winning. That's when all the action was, back on move 36. So the entire endgame is a dead draw, according to Stockfish. Yeah, there's no way you could be 2073 in rapid chess unless you beat like you were like 31-0 against 1400s or something. Judging by your play, you're too good to be 2073 in rapid. How many 1300s in a row could you beat with a perfect score and still be 2073? But the earlier part of the game, we both made mistakes. I'm surprised, like, the end game, I have no winning chances. It's a dead draw. Alright, back to the tournament. I was winning, but not enough time here. There's no way you could be 2073, though. How did you even get that rating? Like 3 years ago? Is that rating from your first 23 games on the stream? You got to be at least... Actually, the rapid ratings are more inflated than the others. You've got to be at least 2400 in rapid. Now, I mean, if you're 2300 in blitz, you'd have to be even higher. Kylor. This is getting popular. F3 was played today. The Nepomniachtchi game? Or was it yesterday? What was that? F3 E6? What kind of ridiculous move is that? F3 E6. Actually, F3 is ridiculous. So we could do the Ding Liren. I'm not going to go crazy. Yeah, it's sorry, Coach, to burst your bubble. But it looks like there's a lot of inflation in rapid these days. But we'll get a good Makagana to make you feel better. We'll try. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, Bishop D4, right? So, the game that Nepomniachtchi lost today, he didn't find the right continuation. It was like CD. He couldn't resist. He had a big choice between like 3 different lines in the key moment. Yeah, and he played the wrong line, giving Ding Liren a really strong exchange sack. What does it matter when you won the tournament already, right? You can't even count that as a real game anymore. He was like probably partying last night, celebrating his victory. Came to the board with a hangover. I don't know, I'm just making that up, but you know what I mean? You get the point. So I don't know this. Ooh. What do we do? The Tomaszewski attack. All I know is that when people do this against me with black, I'm like, oh my god, this is the worst. I hate this. I told the story, there was a really weird FIDE master here in Hungary. He's like weak and I think he has OCD. He acts really strangely. Very weak player, in my opinion. But he had this like crushing position against me. After just 15 moves, I wanted to resign, and I offered him a draw, knowing like that I'm lost here with black. I did something like King H8, Knight G8, and I was just like crawling around on the back rank with my pieces. I'm thinking, why did I play the black side of the King's Indian unprepared? He took my draw, though. It was like, offer the draw and pray your opponent takes it. Coach Ah. What do we do? Don't know the proper methodology here on the white side of the Makaganov. It's a weird setup, though. Kyler playing like b6. Not that common. I'm also not familiar with what I'm doing. Is this the Roy Lopez? Wait, this is the Roy Lopez, right? Spanish game? Did I maneuver my knight to g3? People claim that the Roy Lopez is similar to the King's Indian. I always thought that was weird. Yeah, well, there's pawns on e5, but it's not all that similar. The similarity ends there. So because Kyler played b6, he now has kind of less flexibility to do what he wants on the other side. He doesn't have counterplay on the queen side. What is he to do? What are we to do? What am I to do? How do I attack him here? Queen e2, queen c2. f3, that's a common strategy. All right. Nothing matters in the last round, though, Coach Ah. In a way. Who cares? It's like a winner-take-all poker tournament. What does it matter if you didn't win, you know? None of it means anything. It's like pointless. Rating points. Yeah. I hear you saying, well, the rating points. In the grand scheme of things, for those guys at their level. It was interesting until Nepomniachtchi had it sealed up with a round to go. That sucks, you know. For the tournament, it sucks. The last round is like a joke. Wow. A3. Now, hold on a minute here. If b4, knight a4... Or am I supposed to just play b3? I don't have a problem with b3. Like, what are you going to do to me? I can do b4 when I want. Why commit myself? Less to think about. b6 is bad. But man, I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to play this for black. This is the variation of death. And I don't even know what I'm doing. Imagine if I was an expert on the white side of the Makaganov. Black would already be resigning. I even lost to Dlugi. Imagine that. I lost to Maxim Dlugi with white. Disgraceful. I told this 1,000 times. I played Makaganov like twice and lost both games. It was just really like a trial thing. I've played many different lines against King's Indian. So I was just kind of experimenting with it without knowing it very well. It was 0 for 2. The other player I lost to was pretty weak. So I was kind of bummed out about that. I have a habit of doing that a lot. I'll play things and then like, if I don't do well in the first early games of the opening, I'll throw it away. But that's a very bad habit to get into. Now Kyler has no active counterplay. He's going for f5, possibly. By the way, Coach Odd, how do you feel about fianchettoed knights on b7 or b2? Does that ring any bells? Let's go. At some point, we may want to play b4. I don't know, I've been holding off of b4 for the weirdest reason. Like knight a4, knight b2. So his knight goes to b2. It's not really a big deal. I think a lot of spatial play style experts would probably have played b4 without a moment's hesitation there. Classic Petrosian system is like b4, knight a4, knight b5, and he's like frozen. Welcome to frozen hell. But black's gonna have other problems. I'm not sure if he's lost. Is it my turn? Wow, I'm just sitting here. Didn't even know whose turn it was. So I got a draw against Dr. Tripchance. Just fan 777. Fianchetto knights are not cool. Take it from me, like, you never ever want to play knight b7. I learned my lesson. I was ironically telling the infamous Coach about a game where I got my knight on b7. And if it happens to you once, you like learn your lesson. I'm not letting that happen again. Nobody's going to make me fianchetto my queen's knight in the King's Indian again. Now here at least he could go back to d7 if he has to. That's not too bad. Alright, so. But I mean, like, what's happening here objectively? Am I winning? Am I doing anything here? h5? I like h5. Actually, it's tempting to play all sorts of moves. b4, bishop g4. But honestly, like, h6 looks pretty cramped. Jababa said that the fianchetto knights, the worst knights. I can imagine he's had a lot of fianchetto knights in his career. Jababa is like a very unconventional player who plays weird openings. So he's going to get more than your average number of knights on g7. I bet he's had a lot of g7 knights. Maybe both. Yeah. a7 is also really bad. Trust me. The a2, a7. Hungarian Grandmaster Richard Rapport has shown a proclivity toward a2 and a7. I've noticed. Proclivity. Get your words. Get your words on. So now it's going to get... We're going to have fun now. Well, first of all, the plan was h6, so let's do it. No fianchetto knights here. No fianchetto knights allowed. I mean, this actually might be bad, because I gave him the g6 square for his queen. But not for long. The e4 square. Can I castle queenside? Is this chess 960? I'm actually trapping the exchange there. I could win with just like bishop g4. Kylor is toast here. Toastus. Toastus hostess. Do you have e4 on the move? Saving the game? Dude, that's evil. He has e4. What if bishop g4? I think we should go for it. It's concrete, and I like it. He was thinking e4. He's gonna mess me up. Castles every move. Very nice. Well, move 11, you're right, as always. I managed to screw this the heck up. I'm probably winning, but it's unnecessarily complicated now. And his king is relatively safe. I can't believe it. Rook f4 is brilliance. Absolute brilliance. Remove 11. Don't second guess yourself. You were probably right all along. I don't know. Castle King's side? Where is he moving that knight? Ah. Where am I moving my knight? Kyler is not my friend anymore. Scaring me. Dude, there's all sorts of ways I can lose here. Whoa. Look at that move. Oh my god. I just dropped a piece. I think I just dropped a piece. Am I losing yet? I'm gonna lose. How can he navigate this game with his king on f8? He's basically playing down a rook, down a knight. There's all sorts of nasty tricks and stuff. Yeah, that's not happening. Queen f4 check? Wait, what? Am I just alright? He blundered? I'm glad this tournament is almost over. I was totally foggy-headed here. Space is overrated. Space is overrated. Yes, check. Oh my god, there's another trap. He was trapping me with knight c3 check. He still has threats. What is going on here? I'm winning? I'm actually winning. God. I did blunder rook g1. Yeah, he had queen c3. But what a scary position. Like, even when I'm winning, I was scared. This is crazy. I'm like +3. Yeah, but he just like moved his king. I mean, he has this. I actually don't have anything. And the funny thing is that I saw it too, and I still played it anyway. I got 6.5. Scared Knight's still playing. Bullet Masters. Dr. Chipchance can't catch me because of the bye. And Scared Knight had a loss. Alright, that's going to be a draw. I adjourn that a draw. And it is. I managed to win the tournament with 6.5. Scare Knight held to 2 draws. B Maximus with 5. Trip Chance held to a draw in the last round. He took a round off though. Trip Chance only played 5 rounds out of 6, then got 4.5. That doesn't make sense. That makes sense. No, he played 4. He played 5 rounds out of 7, and he got 4.5. That still doesn't make sense. I'm not getting his score. Oh, because the half point buy counts as a point. All right. Anyway, first place. What's with the tooth, man? The tooth, Perry. The tooth. The truth hurts. That's really corny, dude. Move 11 subscribes to Fine Gold. Oh, dude, that's sad. All right. Sparkle Horse, Scared Knight, B Maximus, first, second, third, Trip Chance, too many buys. It's all right. We won't tell anybody. Move 11. Mahor, Aldisto had a rough start. Here's the score. Mahor with 4, Kyler with 3.5, even despite losing to me in the last round. Aldisto had an off night with a rough start. The fake Sparkle Horse with 3, Xiaomo 3, and Hey It's Miro with 3. Asterbait didn't get on the board on the first page. Close with the last round win against 2004. We'll just call him 2004 from now on. I'm not gonna call the other Sparkle Horse by his real name. Renati got 2. Uber Driver just played 1 game. Thanks to all of you guys for joining me and checking out the stream. We're going to be back. We will be back tomorrow with Blitz Weird Openings Challenges. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Thanks again, guys. Scared Knight was 2nd. Maximus with 3rd. Good tournament. I don't know how I won. I'm like extremely tired. But somehow I managed to make it through. Alright guys, thanks for playing. We'll see you all tomorrow morning, hopefully. And Thursday night, don't forget, there's a subscriber stream. If you'd like me to analyze a game that you played, I haven't seen any games from some people like Aldisto. It would be cool to see some games from people we haven't seen recently for the Thursday night stream. So if you feel like it, send us a game. You can click the exclamation point Thursday command for instructions how to send in a game for Thursday night's evening stream. Thanks to everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Move 11, thanks for doing that. You're the best. The founder, one of the original founders, Move 11. How did you do with their Smurf account? All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.